Hi Cancer, welcome to your September reading. This is going to run just a little bit into October because I had a day off yesterday. The super full moon was a little bit tiring, so I took a day, and today I'm doing the earth and the water signs and starting with you for the water signs. I'm going to use the tincture bells just to cleanse the energy from the past reading, so cover your ears if you're sensitive, and then we'll get into your reading. And again. Okay, lovely. Let's get shuffling these oracle. We're looking for some energy for Cancer. This is your current energy, just to give us an overall sort of start to the reading. Overall current energy for Cancer, please. Ooh, I can feel a little bit of excitement. Curiouser and curiouser. Discovery, inquiry, weirdness and curiosity. Maybe why I felt a little excitement. The curiosity. Okay. I'm going to read for the book for the oracle. It's number 9. This just gives us a place to start really for the readings. When we enter new surroundings and allow ourselves to discover the wonders that lie within us, we often find ourselves feeling fascinated and filled with awe at what is taking place. When everything seems very new and exciting, we can be filled with the kind of wonder that is most often thought to belong to children. The truth is, we can all tap into that wonder again. We can all be filled with curiosity and experience the desire to explore and discover. This is where you find yourself when this card is pulled. You might believe what is taking place is weird or odd, and indeed it may be. You might be discovering things about yourself that you would once have thought impossible or even denied. But now you know you have so much within you that you are only just beginning to know all of who you are. When this takes place, just like Alice, we grow. Of course, this does not mean you will literally get bigger, but you will be growing as a human. You are having a new experience, and this creates an expansive sense of possibility. This can seem quite uncomfortable and again strange, but it is also wonderful that you are growing in this way. So you may find yourself in weird places with new people amongst unfamiliar behaviours, and you may be changing, growing, developing and discovering. Do not fret at the discomfort. Try to stay with the wonder of the newness all about you. Open up, reach out, extend yourself and grow. So that is your current energy. My ears started ringing just as I got to the bit about the growth. Yeah, growing as a human. Okay, I'm just going to see if anything else comes through in that card for me. Yeah, the discomfort. Or it feels like almost entangled, out of sorts, and not quite being able to put your finger on what's happening at the moment. And there could be some questioning as well. But there's going to be, because if you're in a place of growth, then it can quite often be a little bit dysregulating, shall we say. And we have got the super full moon in Pisces energy still lingering around us as well. So the general theme of the reading is growth. Lovely. Let's pull some tarot for you then and see where this takes us. So we're going to go for past energy first. The past card will link in with the present circumstances. Can we have a past card for Cancer? Something that's relevant for the now, please. We've got the Two of Wands in the past position. And the present energy, please. I'm getting messages already through for the Two of Wands. I'm just going to stop shuffling for a second and pick them up. So for the Two of Wands, first of all, I felt like there was a sort of an inner guiding light and reconnection to, did we have this on your last reading? I'm sure we did. I'm sure your guidance was sort of to find the inner light again, to find the reason you were doing the things you were doing. So it would make sense to now be in the past position, what's led you sort of here. It feels like you've been trying to find your way through and find what your light is, what the reason for doing things for you is. It also, when I started shuffling for the next phase, I was drawn back to it. There was something else coming through that I think you may have thought you had it all together, or you had everything was in place in the recent past. That you'd reached what you needed to reach, but there was maybe something tugging on you that was saying that's not everything, there's more. And that's what got me to stop shuffling, because there is an element here in the past where I think you thought you'd reached your goal, that was it, you were done. And of course that's never the case, is it? And especially when growth is involved. It's a process, and it's one that never stops. And so again, you found yourself searching for what it actually was you wanted. What is it that's out there that's not what this is that I've achieved, or that I've found myself in. Almost like a calling to find out more. So I'm going to leave that there. I think that was the message that were dragging me to send you. So we're going to go with present energy now for Cancer, please. Present energy, card for present energy. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is coming up a lot at the moment, okay? And then we're going up to the near future. We're going future card into October, just into the start of October. Only because we're a couple of days into September now, so I want to make sure you get a full month's worth out of this reading. So future card for Cancer, please. Future card through September and into October. We've got the Two of Cups reversed. And then we're going to look for the energy that surrounds you, or the energy that's available to you at the moment. Whether you're tapping into it or not is a different thing, but the energy that is available. Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. And a blocking energy. Death card. And it's in reverse also. And for guidance for Cancer, please. They're coming out in ever such funny ways, these are. Wow, we've got 3 cards. 4 cards. Lots of guidance. Okay. I've just been drawn to the bottom of the deck as well. I'll leave that there just so it gives me a little bit more insight into the cards. So, starting with your past position, we've covered that really. I think that was just saying sort of for looking for what else was out there, because you thought you'd reached it, you thought you were all good, but there was something, what's the word? Unsettling for you, that was sort of drawing you to more, that there was more. And then we've got in your current position the Four of Swords. So in this reading, what does the Four of Swords bring? Reflection. I think it's a time now to take off the armour lower, I would say lower your defences, because I don't think this is for anybody else but you, but to look beneath the shields that you wear and to reflect honestly on where you are, where you've come from, where you want to go. And take some quiet time for that. It's calling for some quiet time, a moment of reflection, just for you, so you know how you feel, I think, and where you want to take things for the future for yourself. I feel a little apprehension while I'm looking at the card, and I believe that might be the same for yourself. I think I might have got a similar energy coming through in your last reading, actually. It was just quick, short readings those were for. But I think there's some anxiety or apprehension about actually taking that time for yourself, or some resistance to it. Just looking at what other energies are available for you. Yeah, because it feels like there's almost a almost like stuck in a moment. It feels like almost stuck in a moment, possibly replaying things. Because I don't feel a lot of movement forward, but then this is a growth stage, so it could be that you do just have to take a moment to reflect and put all the pieces together before you can sort of move forward with the next step. Okay, so in your future position, so this is through September into October, we have the Two of Cups. I'll show you upright, but it is actually in reverse. The Two of Cups is, for me, duality, connection, it can be partnership, it can be love, but it can be connecting with yourself again. Finding alignments, finding what makes you tick, what you love. And I think with it being in reverse, I think you're a little undecided on this through September and into October. Which would make sense to why that past card came up. And why there'd be some confusion, and why this would be a growth process for you, because if you thought it was all in place, and then you realised, actually I want more, but you haven't spent the time to reflect on that properly yet, then you won't feel connected fully with yourself, possibly with someone else as well, but it will be hard for you to make forward movement in the direction that's right for you, for your highest good, until you've done this reflection, I think. Yeah, I feel like you've been called to really soul search here a little bit, and connect with your heart and decipher what it is you really want. Right, okay, now I know why I'm being pulled into why the bottom of the deck was so important, and why I had to read it in this reading. Working hard, cultivating something, building something from the ground up, tapping into all the details, making sure you've got everything right. There's a sense of doing, and I think that's not a bad thing at all. If you're building something that's for you and cultivating something that's going to grow into something beautiful, absolutely, as long as that's not stopping you from taking that time, that reflecting time, as long as you're not using it to avoid something else. I think that's the feeling. Okay, we'll move on to the Page of Wands in reverse. So this is upright, and this is the energy around you at the minute, or the energy available to you at the moment. It's in reverse. Okay, I'm feeling like there might be some communication trying to get through to you, which could have really happy connotations. And I don't know whether this is from another person, or it could be from yourself, from your higher self, from your, if you're not fully connecting with that, you won't receive the information you need. But it feels ready. But it's just the beginning. It feels like it could be the start of something new, or the start of a different kind of opportunity that you can link in with everything else that's going on, and that could play a part in the development, your self-development, your growth. But although this is around you, it's not coming through for some reason, or you're not hearing it, or you're not open to the full fulfillment of what it can bring. There's something there that because it feels very ready to enter your existence. Whether this is like a new opportunity, it's something that will bring the sunshine. That's what it feels like. It could even bring some passion back for you into your life. So that's the energy that is available, but that isn't currently being tapped into. And the blocking energy to that is the Death card in reverse. So this is the Death card upright. It speaks of transformation, release. It's in reverse. So I feel like there's some kind of transformation or release that's got to happen, that's quite well embedded in you. Something you need to let go of. Something that will free you a little more as well. That's not happening at the minute, and that's what's blocking you. You need to put a death to something so that you can move forward. But I'm getting nothing on what that is at all. Because it feels quite definite as well. God, death is a rebirth card. So, you close something out and it makes space for something new. This feels like quite a definite, you need to stop something. You must know, I think, what this is, because it is so definite. And it's quite well embedded in you. It could be a belief system, or something that's been part of your life for a long time. But it feels like it would feel so good to let it go. Possibly uncomfortable. But there's such good energy wants to come in. And this feeling of sort of reconnecting with yourself and finding the sun again, fulfillment, and there's things that want to come into you at the moment. That's what I'm feeling, and it feels like it's been blocked a little bit. I keep going back to the curiouser and curiouser, because the main words on the bottom of this card are discovery, inquiry, weirdness and curiosity. Maybe you just got to find your curiosity again and find, it's the reflection, isn't it? You've got to have a look at what's important to you, for you, for nobody else really, just to understand and reconnect with yourself, and open your heart up to allow the new opportunities to come in, put a death to something. I can't place what that is, I'm sorry, I can't help with that. We've got most of the suits here. We've got wands, swords, cups. So I can't actually place it. Let's see what your guidance is. The Tower in reverse. Yeah, the Death and the Tower, they're both transformative cards, things that will bring it in you. But yeah, we've got the Seven of Swords, the Tower, the King of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords. Okay, let's see what this is guiding you. Okay, so first off, I'm feeling like, again, it's an element of communication here. That there's some open communication that needs to be had without any ulterior motives. And I do believe you might avoid a tower moment. The tower is something that's been built, and when it's upright, I find it a very positive card, because even though it's something that the tower has to come down and really need to be brought back down to earth to rebuild, it's quite transformational, and it can free us from things that have held us in the past that weren't stable anyway. I believe you might be avoiding a tower moment here, or being guided to avoid a tower moment. We've got the King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups is a very loving, supportive, nurturing energy, and it's in reverse. So I'm feeling that isn't coming through at the moment. I feel your heart's a little blocked. I've got to say it. There isn't any sort of trauma or any like past thing that's coming up to say this terrible thing happened. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place. There's a reason for your heart to. There isn't that kind of vibe here. I just think it's been avoided for some reason. I mean, there'll be a reason, obviously, but it's not coming through in the reading. And the Page of Swords is calling for, again, the curiosity to be fired up again, the excitement to create, and to learn and to apply new things. So altogether, the guidance, I'm going to show you these cards one at a time because they don't really show very well when I show them together, but 4 cards for your guidance is quite a lot. So we've got the Seven of Swords. It can, in some readings, speak of lying, cheating, stealing, or things not appearing as they seem. Communications being opened when there's an ulterior motive. This is guidance, so this is asking you to be possibly a little strategic, but I think more than anything to open up communication without any ulterior motive. so in a pure and open way, which could have you avoiding a Tower moment. Where things could crumble. We've got the King of Cups. Again, I think asking you to, as it's in the guidance position, I think it's asking you to open up and know what you want from your heart space, because it's very hard to move ahead in a genuine, authentic way if you've got your heart blocked off at all. And then the Page of Swords. Which feels like a little more excitement and curiosity and a willingness to learn and understand, possibly from a new perspective, from a new way of seeing things, which will come about if you start to be more open-hearted, I think. I knew the water signs were going to cause me problems. And I think it's because there's resistance in you that it's really coming through. It's felt quite challenging, this reading, to procure the messages, the right messages for you. The cards aren't the usual cards that would be straightforward and to the point and easy to read, and I think maybe that's what your challenge is at the minute as well. The messages coming through might be mixed up and confused. You might have some questions on, are they being authentic, are they not, am I connecting, is there something I'm missing, am I avoiding reflecting on what I really want here, am I placing my energy too much in the wrong place? And I think really all the question you need to reflect on is, what do you really want for yourself? You're in a transition here, you're in a growth stage, so it can be quite uncertain and confusing, and I feel that for you. But this energy is available to you, which feels like a new challenge and excitement and inspiration and sun and happiness and all the, there's opportunities there for you available. I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully that resonates and you can make sense of it and put it to good use and move forward with this period of growth. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. Take care through September. See you next time. Bye bye.